Okay, so we're going to take an early morning walk on Bradenton Beach here on Anna Maria Island. No real purpose to this video, just to walk the beach, get out a little bit. Pretty cool day, and a little bit cool to be on the beach yesterday, but it's going to warm up today to about 68 or 70, I think. So we got to look both ways before we cross the road.
Yes.
But we're going to walk the beach this morning. It's probably about low 50s now, I would say.
Yeah, we got our sweatshirts on. I got an extra jacket since we've both not been feeling 100%.
But I think we're both on the upswing now.
Are.
So anyway, it's a lot more pleasant this morning because it's not windy. It's been windy, and last night at sunset it was pretty rough.
Yeah.
But this morning, much better. We usually walk south towards the left. I think this morning we'll probably walk up this way as far as we can go. We're going to exercise this trip, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Brought my bike.
Yep, brought the e-bike. Haven't got it out yet, but maybe today will be the day. I love the ocean. I know this is technically the Gulf, but it's part of the Atlantic Ocean. It's an arm of the Atlantic Ocean, so I'm going to call it the ocean.
Well, it looks like it from here.
Huh?
It looks like an ocean from here.
It does. I'm a mountain person, but I love the beach too. And you're a beach person that likes the mountains, right?
I like both of them. I'd be sad if I couldn't see either one of them.
It's a good variety to be able to visit both.
It is.
And we live in a really good area. We're blessed to live where we can be in the mountains in under an hour.
Yeah.
And at the beach in a few hours.
That's true.
But again, so much of this area just a few short months ago was devastated by I say 3 hurricanes, but pretty much the last 2 were the worst, Helene and Milton.
Yeah. Yeah, Debbie kind of churned the water up and made the water not pretty when we were at the beach in August. But then, and there was some flooding out near the Amish community that they had.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this time it was a lot worse.
Yeah, I don't want to minimize that when it's just compared to the other 2. So Anna Maria Island, up there at the end is Bean Point. We have not made it up there yet. We will. That's a really nice area. That's where Tampa Bay comes into the Gulf of Mexico. In fact, if you're cruising out of Tampa, you will come right to the edge of Bean Point. You'll be able to see it. We saw the Carnival Paradise last night out on the horizon.
Yeah, we did in sunset.
Yeah. So we've actually been on the Paradise. It's been 7 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Up here, what I was saying about Bean Point, we're not walking all the way up there today, but we will drive up there tonight.
Drive up there for sure.
You can see the Gulf, and you can also see Tampa Bay. You can see downtown St. Petersburg and the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, which is a pretty impressive bridge. I hope this is smooth because we are walking right now.
Try to walk with a little more compacted.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good idea. Let me get down there too. There's some nice looking units right there.
Oh yeah.
Wake up to that view, catch the sunset from your back deck.
We're awfully tall.
Yep.
Some type of shell.
It actually looked like a fish the way it was laying.
It's kind of thin.
Yeah, I've seen those.
I've seen them, but usually they're kind of broken up.
Yeah.
But that one was whole.
So somebody's got a big inflatable right here. And you found a whole sand dollar. That's not something you find a whole lot once in a while.
I know.
It's dead, unfortunately. It's washed up on the beach.
Yep. So that's one you can save.
Yeah, so if you ever find the brown ones, put them back in the water.
Yep.
But that one's already washed up. You gonna save it?
I'm gonna save it.
Okay, next morning, another beach walk. We're going opposite direction this time. We're walking south, and the Gulf is much calmer today. Very few waves at all, really.
Just nice and relaxing.
Yeah, a lot of little ground up shells right in this section. But we're gonna walk down to one of those little docks or piers and walk out on that. A lot of little seashells right here on this stretch. Look at all of them. One time the world record great hammerhead shark was caught here on Anna Maria Island. I don't know if that's been broken or not, but I see a lot of videos of people who see hammerheads in this area, and I keep hoping to see one. So far, nothing. But I would love to see a big old dorsal fin come up out of the water. All right, so I'm gonna make a quick piece of commentary here. Beaches in Florida vary as to whether they're pet friendly or not, and Anna Maria Island beaches are not pet friendly on the Gulf. There are some on the bay that are, and I know there's a lot of mixed feelings about that, but I'm just going to mention something here. And we don't have our pets out here. We're respecting the rule. We have now seen 2 pieces of broken glass on the beach, and we've dug deep holes and buried them so that nobody can step on them and cut themselves. To me, that's a lot bigger problem than a well-behaved pet. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I've been to beaches that are dog friendly. Cherry Grove is very dog friendly. Never had any issue there with a pet. What I have had issues with is people leaving trash on the beach, cigarette butts, glass. Glass is dangerous. That could if somebody walking the beach barefooted, as people are, you can see the trash.
I was going to say, a lot of people
We've
do.
done it many times. We're wearing shoes today. It's the stuff humans leave behind that's the problem.
Yeah.
You know.
It is.
Just to be honest with you, I'm gonna throw that in there. If you're watching this video, when you go to the beach, be respectful. I mean, clean up after yourself. Why would there be broken pieces of glass?
I mean, there's other pieces somewhere else too.
Yeah. If you bring a bottle, take it with you. I don't even think. I honestly am not sure. I don't think you're supposed to have glass bottles out here. Also, this beach also prohibits alcohol. When we've been here before, we've seen a lot of people out here drinking. So, you know, I'm just saying, I think a lot of times humans who are not respectful are a lot more of a problem than a well-behaved pet.
Right, yeah.
You know, that's my input on it. So, anyway, I want to throw that in because we've had to dig holes where nobody could ever step on and bury 2 pieces of glass.
Yep.
I mean, we can't just obviously carry them around, but anyway. And literally not 2 minutes after I just made that last clip, we are seeing dog tracks. Those are not our dogs. That's too big to be our dogs, but ours are in the room. But I just gotta be honest with you, that don't bother me one bit. That does not bother me one bit. But the rule is the rule, so I do want to make you aware of what the rule is, and also point out that people need to pack their trash back out. I don't know why you'd ever break a bottle on the beach, but not sure what building this is, but this building clearly suffered some hurricane damage. Not leveled by any means, but clearly damaged. It's a beautiful morning, folks. Temperatures in the 60s probably, going up to about 70, 72. We checked the temperature back home yesterday morning. It was 18 degrees at the house. And we could look in our front yard through our cameras and see it was white, not with snow, but very heavy frost. Not time for some snow though. All right, so we've seen him 2 mornings in a row. Looks like the same helicopter.
Is that the same one?
I believe it is. The other one was red too.
This is your faking me by throwing shells.
How are you doing? What'd you throw for him?
Shells.
He picked it up?
Yeah, he thought it was food.
I quit doing that to him. It's the first of what I believe is 3 of these concrete structures. So we're going to walk out on this one. There's some fishermen at the end. So we're not going to go out there and disturb them, but we are going to look down into the water. Hope we can see something. This is what happens when people become addicted to their cell phones.
I'm making a Facebook.
I'm just
kidding.
kidding.
Those who follow me on Facebook will see it.
Folks, we were walking back the sidewalk just to get back to the room quicker. This is just heartbreaking right here. That was somebody's dwelling, I guess. It now has a notice of unsafe structure, I should say, on the door, but just look at that. One day can change everything, can't it?
Can, yes.
Don't take anything for granted.
On their boat over there, they just had a blowout.
Huh?
That boat over there, it was coming down the road, they just had a blowout.
Oh, the tire?
On the right side, yeah, completely blew out.
I see that, yeah. Here for the sunset on Anna Maria Island, and we're gonna
enjoy it from
pull up
these
some
chairs.
chairs. We're gonna lay back, and we are going to watch a beautiful sunset.
I'm gonna go put my feet in the water first.
We got to see this now. The water temperature here in the wintertime is usually in the 60s. So we got to see the reaction here. Well, there's not a reaction, is there? What's the head shake mean?
cold.
Just jump right in there.
Yeah.
You'll get used to it. We're going to shock 1.
Probably going to shock.
Yeah, I don't think it's that cold. But...
Give my feet time to dry.
So the sun is out of sight at ground level. I still have the drone up in the air, and the drone is still, let me see if I can get that screen, still picking up the sun a little bit. Well, I can't get that. There we go. The drone is still seeing the sun because it's high up. Oh, what a beautiful night to be at the beach. Beautiful sunset, beautiful water. And way out there in the distance, I believe I see a cruise ship. Okay, so this beach walk is later on in the evening, Monday evening, and this is the northernmost part of Anna Maria Island. This is called Bean Point. The beach is very wide here, the sand is white, and this is where Tampa Bay enters into the Gulf of Mexico. This is a beautiful place here on Anna Maria, a nice place to catch a sunset. Continue to circle around here. What'd you find?
Shells and a dead bird.
A dead bird, I'm sorry. Why'd you kill the bird?
Pretty interesting.
So this, kind of sad, you actually
I was finding
found
shells.
the shells, and there were not one but 2 deceased birds.
Yeah.
Why would there be 2 deceased? One was small and one was bigger.
I don't know what to say, but I buried them and made them a little.
We did dig a hole and put them both in it together.
And then yesterday morning we found a half of one of those. So here's one together, and here's one opened up.
The bird wasn't inside of that, was it?
No, No.
Just laying there next to
They
them?
were just laying there. Well, you see the whole shells. There's probably like a whole bunch of shells up in here where people have not been digging.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
It's just odd to find two in one spot like that. So to try to give a little lightness to a sad situation, this really did happen. This was back in 2010. We were on a cruise with some friends. Everybody has heard the expression, kill two birds with one stone. And everybody understands what that means. It means you do one thing and you accomplish two things while doing it.
Yeah.
So you were trying to get that message across, and I don't remember what it was about, but you said, let's kill a bird.
Yeah.
And I've never let you forget that.
No, he has not.
And now you've gone and done it.
I didn't do it.
Okay.
I did not. I would not.
Well, there was actually two of them. You didn't kill two birds with one shell, I hope.
I didn't kill any bird.
I'm going to ask you a profound question. What is the point of Bean Point?
The point of it is because it's a point. It's where it ends. It's where it rounds off at the end of the island.
So out there in the distance, I'm on the phone. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring anything with a zoom on it. So the phone's all I got. There in the distance is the Sunshine Skyway Bridge linking Manatee County with Pinellas County and the city of St. Petersburg, which you can see in the distance. Probably not very good quality. That's as much as this phone will zoom. Maybe it'll zoom. Yeah, it'll degrade quickly in quality though. That probably isn't very nice to look at. But we are at the point of Bean Point. So I guess this is the actual point right here. Seems like the water's kind of coming in at odd angles.
Bunch of shells right there.
Yeah, this is the point right here, ain't it?
Yeah.
We have found the point of Bean Point.
That's the point.
That's the point.
That's it.
Okay. You make a good point.
Thanks.
It's not nice to point.
Sure.
So what's your point? That's pretty the way that sun's hitting that water.
It is.
I hope this phone video is looking halfway decent. Everything else in this video is not by phone, but this is.